Welcome to episode 7. In today's episode, we will be preparing an area for our first coaster. But before we begin, we actually have some work to do around our park. We're going to start by changing these slopes out for stairs. Come over here, grab your stairs. They're going to be the same color as the surrounding path. Just like so. We're just going to change all the slopes out for stairs. And that's what we're going to continue to use for the rest of our park. Okay, and now we're going to add some railing on the stairs. Just put in 2. I'm using the fences right next to it, so that way it matches. Not quite done yet. We still have to put in a wooden post on each end. We're gonna grab the thin one, same color, and just put it on the end just like that. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can leave it as is, but I will be using a wooden post. Great. After that, you're going to come over here in between your 2 path planters. You're going to continue with more stairs, lined up by 3, right next to each other. Then you're going to add some grass down. We want this to be a floor for our path. Go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and create 3 rows, 3 columns. Then you're just going to add your path along here, but you're going to leave 1 square out for decoration, just like that. Okay. And then since these are not the same color, I'm going to paint these again. Just like that, so that way the edges match with the stairs. Great. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add more grass over here for more stairs. That, and that's going to be the same color. I don't know why these are not matching up with the same color. Keep changing. Now for here, you have a choice. You could do a tree, you could do a bush, you could do a fountain, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use a fountain. Just going to put one right there in the center, and then change the floor below it to brown rock, like that. Then we're going to get the small fence that we use over here by our food court and just surround it. Just like that. Very easy. We're going to surround this with brick wall. Okay. So you're going to get brick wall. Let's see, this one right here. And I'm going to use the dark gray. Put this all along the edge. Just like that. Okay. And for the stairs here, we're going to use the railing. This one here, and just put that in there. Do the same thing up here, and then for the edge, we're going to surround it with the brick wall and the pole. That way it matches. Bada bing, bada boom. Perfect. We want to continue this part here. We want to cover this up. Great, now we are going to continue on with more path over here. You're going to use 3. So there's 1, 2, 3. Just 3 out like that. And then fill these in. Then you're going to continue it with a path along here. And then a wall covering this side, as well as this side here. Great, but we are not quite done yet. We're going to go over to the brick pole. We're going to use the thin one just like we did over there for the fence. And just like we did over there with the fence, we're going to put it on the ends of our brick wall. But now, we're also going to do this on every section. This changes the texture so that they line better. See that little gap right there? See how weird that looks? We put in a wooden pole, or a brick pole. It'll fix the textures just a little bit. We're just on the outside as well. Just like that. Now you notice I put it in some areas where you can't see it. I was hoping the textures would update and realign them, but sadly it didn't, so You can undo those if you put those in there. Now, if you would like to, you can actually use this area here. Actually, before we do this, we're going to put a fence here anyways. Just like that, we're going to put in 4 fences. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to, if you would like to, we're going to put in some hills. So that means you can delete these here, like that. And then we will delete this one as well. So if you're going to put in a hill here, if you prefer to put in a hill, just do as I do. I'm going to do a slope here, here, and then this corner is going to go up by 1 extra. And then across, we're going to put in 2, 2, and another one there. And then actually, we're going to raise that one up a bit. Raise this corner here, this corner, this wall piece, and then we will end it there. We're going to leave this completely flat because we're going to put stuff in right here. Okay. Now, because it is sloped, you want to paint it with brown rock. Just like that, and that's it. So if you'd like to use a slope, you can. You can do that on this side as well, all along this edge here. Or if you want to use brick wall, that's totally fine. Now we need to add some lanterns in here for extra decoration. Put one right there, and one right there, right at the entrance or exit of each of these stairs. And then we want to use some trash cans. One here, one back here, because I think, yeah, they would definitely be able to put trash over there. And then one more here at the top, just for good measure. Now here comes the tough part. This part is going to be quite complicated, so I'm going to go slow. You're going to start by going to your primitives and use the first one, the first cube, the first square. And you're going to start on this end here. Put one right there, 2, 3. This is going to be painted later. Do it again, 1, 2, 3. And then come over here and do it again, just like so. Okay, so we have a 2 by 3 by 2. And then on this side, you're going to continue it by, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That way it's 2 squares out from this end. And then just fill in this bottom piece here. Then we'll fill in the top. This is going to be, some of this is going to be deleted anyways to make room for the ride. So we'll do this for now. And then you want to start with the, we'll do the left side here. We're going to paint it as a brick. We want to use the same brick wall color we did over here. So pick appearance, the same one that we used over here on the entrance, and then just paint it. Oh, I didn't have this looked in. That. Do it all along this area here, not the whole thing, because some of this is going to have to be different. That, you will end it when there are 2 squares right here. Just like that. Okay, and then on this side you can do the same, but just for the bottom row. And now for the top part here, we're going to change this to a stone or concrete. Paint this whole piece right here concrete. And then you want to go to ceilings, use the roof concrete, and change that to the same color. But just leave the center of it open. Just like that. Okay. Next we're going to add some more decorations to the sides here. And to do that, we're going to need a fence. And it is going to be the support. It's going to be the small one, this one right here, the wooden frame. And use the dark brown. And just put that all along the bottom. Perfect. Now we're going to add brick wall. Same one we used down here, but we're going to change the color so that it matches the primitive block down here. I want these to be the same. Just like that. Very easy. Okay. Next we're going to need wooden supports. We're going to use the poles we used over here, so the big pieces. Okay, they're going to be this one right here. Change it to the dark brown. And then just put these along each of these edge pieces where the two supports connect. And then you'll notice that I just deleted these two pieces right here. Go ahead and do that as well. And then going all the way around, I'm going to build these up by one more. And then I forgot to put it here, but put in another brick wall right there. And then that is just about it for this outside here. Now we're going to grab the same sign we used over here on the entrance, put it right above each of the supports right here. All the way around. Next, you're going to grab the thin pole, the thin wooden pole, same color, and just put this on top of all of these. Actually, for this one, don't want to have those right there. Go ahead and delete those. And then we will go ahead and leave these big supports right here as well. So just delete the top ones. And build these all the way around. Okay, and then do it one more, so they are too high. Just like that. So now in here, this center part here, this is going to be the beginning track of our coaster. It would be this piece right here. This is what's going to go right across here. Okay, we're not actually going to build it right here just yet. That's going to be for another episode, maybe even another part. Probably make this part 2, or this will be part 1 of episode 7, and then part 2 will come out later. Okay, you can, if you build this, you can leave it there. Then you're going to need to get the, what are these called? I keep calling them supports, but they're frames. Now we need the actual supports, which are, I'm going too far. We're going to use these wooden brackets. Okay, same color. We want to put these, let's see, where do we want to put them? Put it up just like that. So we're going to put it on top of the wooden poles. Right there, put these across so there's a gap in between. Another two right there. One here, one right there, leave a gap. Two. Then leave a gap here. This one will be 2. And then this one is going to be the same on the other side. Just like that. Okay, and then these poles, you want to add them up by one more. On all the sides. Any of them that are exposed. Okay, and then continuing on, we're going to use the wooden beam here. Same color. But we're going to make a minor adjustment over here. So each piece you see here that doesn't fully connect, besides this side, just go ahead and remove these supports here. Actually, leave the big ones here. I just remove the thin ones. So same thing over here. Just like that, and then again we need the beam. Gonna be the same color, and just connect these gaps together. Easy. Okay. Not quite done yet. Now we need to get a certain wooden wall. That's going to be this one right here. We can use this one right here. Same color, all the way around. Just like that. Now you might start to notice how this is going to work. So this right here is where the coaster is going to come in. This is where the coaster is going to go out. Next up, we're going to be working on the roof. You can use either concrete or wood. Either one will work just fine. I'm going to be using the wood one. Let's start with the wooden corners. You can leave the color to whatever it is, doesn't really matter, we're going to change it anyways. Put these on all 4 corners. And then get the regular slope and add this one in. All the way across. And then same thing we did over with this one right here. Actually the food court. It's going to look a lot like the roof on the food court. We're going to use the corner piece, which is this one right here. Or the end piece, I should say. And then just put that one right there, then on the other side, and use the straight piece right in between. Now same thing we did over with the teacups ride. The color of the roof is going to depend on the ride, or you can do it vice versa. If you have the disabled collisions pass, then what you can do is you can remove these wooden walls here all the way around. And then for this part here, it's going to match the same color and brick. Oh, didn't that copy? There we go. It's going to match the same color all the way around. Just fill all that in. And then for the top portion here, again, if you have the disabled collisions pass, this will only work for you. You're going to put this in. Like that, so that way the floors line up. If you don't have it, it's just fine. Now the reason why it only works for people with the disabled collisions pass is when the ride comes through, because we're likely gonna use the advanced editor on the first ride, and then I'll use the basic editor for a different ride. When the coaster's coming through, it will collide with the ceiling piece here, and since concrete doesn't have the same ceiling piece that the wooden roof does, it wouldn't work. Plus the wooden roof would actually be inside the perimeter block, which would defeat the purpose of having one there because you won't be able to see it. So if you have the disabled collisions pass, go ahead and add your concrete roof here, that way the floors all match, and then change up this part here so that, and then change up this part here so you don't have the brick wall and that it's flush along with all the other primitive blocks. Okay? And then let's say I wanted to do pick out some colors for the roof real quick. Let's do what matches. I'm gonna do a red one, or we'll do a green one. I'm just gonna color these corners to start. It's gonna be my base. Actually, let's not do that one. Let's do it like this, something like that, and then we'll change up the other part here to something else. I'll do something like that because that looks nice. So the green that I'm using is this green right here next to this cyan, next to this teal. And then the lighter color that I'm using looks almost like a grayish. Is going to be right at the right below the lime. Okay, so I'm using this green right here, and then this lighter color, kind of like a greenish blue. Okay, and then same thing we do over there with the food court. We're going to use the supports and the beams to go inside here. So get your beam. Change the color so it matches the poles and the fences, and then just put this all along the edges inside. Easy as that. And then we're going to get these supports. It's going to be, these are here. Put one right here, 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 and then there. And again, same thing on this side. Just like that. And then we're going to connect it with a beam. Put one, oh, so it's disable collision pass. You don't need it. You don't need that to make this roof part. Connect all of these together. Just like that. Bada bing, bada boom. Then we're going to put another support in right... Let's do one... Do one right here. And then same thing on the other side. So this is how your roof should look. Something like this. If I can get a good angle of this. That's how your roof should look. And actually, I didn't put it in yet, but I'll do that right now actually. Forgot to put in a beam right here. I'm going to connect these sides as well. There and right there. That way they match. Okay? Okay. Now we're going to need a lantern, which will be the corner lantern that we've always been using. Put one right here, one right here, here, and not there, right here. Just like that. Okay, we'll do it on this side as well. Here and here. And then we'll put one right here and there. So it's like a, this is, you would see these lights as you're coming off the ride. And then we want to put in a light here. And then we'll leave it just like that. That's how many lights we're going to use up here. Okay. So now this part here is going to be a little complicated, and we're going to do that in the next video. This video is not done yet, but we're going to do that in the next video for the coaster. Because I spent the past about a day and a half trying to come up with a nice looking, how do I say this, like overhead part for the coaster, and now I settled on this idea, but now I don't quite have it figured out how I want this path to go. So I'm going to put the entrance probably in the middle, or maybe along this edge here, and just kind of move it around like a snake all along these sides here. And then for the exit's actually going to be on this end, surprisingly. It's going to be on this end, and then this path is going to connect over with the exit. So continuing on, we're going to actually start on that path for the exit, just like any other path, just like how you did all your other paths over here. As I'm building these planters, I am picking random trees around the park to better randomize how they look. And then I'm also rotating, as you can see. And then I'm also rotating these bushes and trees. Go ahead and build this one just as normal. Okay, so just as normal, we're going to expand this one out. And we're also going to curve this one right here, like so. So I'm just going to end this area off right here, and we're only going to do this corner piece as well. Right here we have a very large open area. What you can do is you can add trees, rocks, and bushes to fill in the gap. Or, if you'd like to, you can follow along with me. I'm going to use the terrain editor. I'm going to use the terrain editor and change this up a bit. So I'm going to start in this corner here, and just raise up that corner, this one right here, and then do a wall side here, and here. And then I'm going to bring this side down, this one, that one, and then these two corner pieces. Just like that, and then I'm going to paint this all as brown rock. Something like that. I don't quite like that, so what I'm going to do is change this up a little bit more. Let's see, we'll do one here. How does that one look? That looks better. So something like that. And actually I can bring that down, this one down, and actually never mind. Prefer to just like this. So I have these two corner pieces up. This is the wall piece. This is the wall piece, and then here's a corner piece here and here. Then I just brought down these corner pieces as well. Okay, so something like this, like a little slope. Next thing you're going to do is we're going to do some more changes around the park. So using these poles that you got right here that you used on the brick wall, I'm going to put this on the edges of some of these areas here. Anywhere that the pole just comes to an end. Like so, we'll do it here and here. We'll put one right there, that way it matches the other side. Do this corner here, and this corner back here, and then let's see, yeah, see how that is floating like that? We're gonna do some more changes over here as well. So I put down two brick poles, and then I'm gonna put in a brick wall. I can find one right here. I'm going to put in a brick wall down here to fix that opening. Okay, so that way it matches up with the terrain at the bottom. Okay, we're going to add some more trees in here. Just some final adjustments, nothing too crazy. Put those in there. And actually, it looks like I've forgotten to put in these signs here and here. Okay, I'm just double checking my work. Okay, there is something I forgot to do. We're gonna go back over here to this roof. Sorry, I forgot to put this in. Go back over here to this roof. And it's actually not a beam. It's gonna be under the support page. I mean the fences. Go and get these. Go and get the wooden fence right here. The dark brown, and then put this all along the edge here. Easy as pie, just like that. So now what I'm going to do ahead of time, just gonna get this started. I want to see about how I want this path to look. So it's gonna be the same one as I used over here, but I'm not too sure how I want this to look. So it's gonna be something like that. So I'm gonna put the entrance here, or the right, it'll be right there. And I'll probably just snake this one a bit. So it's something like that. Yeah, that looks fine. Or, even better, I could do this. There we go. Okay, so I just had a little trouble trying to get that to line up. And as for that trash can, we're actually going to move it to, we'll put it right there. Okay. So this is how the queue path to the ride will look, except this one will get deleted. And then we're going to put, just ahead of time, you don't have to build it, you're not going to do the ride in this part, we're going to do the ride in the next part. But just to have things ready, station too short. Okay, so it's I don't have any tracks yet, so I can't actually put the entrance in. That's what it was telling me. Yeah, station too short to fit a train here. Reduce the train length or track after the station is too short. Yeah, so it's just telling me that I don't have a track going across, so it's this right here. I don't have any of these going, so it's telling me that it's too short. Well, it's actually non-existent. Okay, and then for this wall here, we're going to use the brick wall across, and then this piece here, here, and here. Actually, that doesn't match up either. That's really weird. I don't know why it does that. Okay. So this is how this is going to look. You can go ahead and get your queue path ready for the next episode or part. I might break this one down into a part 2 because it's still going to fall under the same category. So this is what the queue path looks like. Okay, it was a little difficult for me to get it to line up as well if you happen to have some troubles too. And I forgot one. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned because in the next episode or part, I'm not sure if this is going to be part 1 of episode 7 and then part 2 comes out later. I'm not too sure yet because the next episode / part is just going to be the ride here, which it's probably going to be part 2. Or not part 2, episode 8. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Have a nice day.